Yeah, I just had a moment. Um, on the AMT GT40 Mark II model, I'll open the box here because I have been putting things back in boxes. No, it doesn't look like it, but I have. This kit comes with two engines, but one of them is two variants. So this is the big block 427, and you only get one version of what you can do with this engine. So I wanted to show, you can see the end of the transaxle here just has these two little nubs. Okay, so on the end of the transaxle, the small block one looks exactly the same. Right there. So there's a piece that goes on there. It's this thing right here. You have one model car that has three engine variations, and you get two different blocks, a big block and a small block. In order to build the 427, you have to use this piece right here to put that in the car. So if you want to display, you want to put the big block in the car and display the small block, you don't have this piece. This piece is missing off of your engine, so you basically have wasted material, wasted stuff. So the same with the dual overhead cam Indy engine. You have to use the small block 289 block and transaxle to build the Indy engine, which this is the head and this is the front cover for that engine. Here's one of the cylinder heads right there for the dual overhead cam engine, Indy engine. And this is upside down right now, but that's the front engine cover for the dual overhead cam Indy engine. So anyway, with that said, in order to build two or three of these engines complete, one of the things you need is, well, the main thing you need is that. So I made a latex mold of it, which I did ruin. I forgot to spray mold release in the mold before I poured the resin into the mold. So once the resin hardened up quick enough that I could pull it out, that's what I did. I snatched it out of there, and this is now a ruined mold and in the garbage can already. But here is the casting. Works just fine. Gets just enough detail. It's a little green right now, but this is the second thing I've molded with Bob Smith Industries 5-minute I need a drink. 5-minute epoxy. Coffee. That's what I'm making my castings with. Bob Smith Industries 5-minute epoxy with a little bit of silver paint to give it kind of a metal look. And there's some leftover that I just poured into a little round thing, and I dropped it. So anyway, the other thing I made was the GT40 intake manifold out of the same kit, the GT40. for the small block engine, and it is right here. Right there. There's the bottom. There's the top. The camera's not making things cooperative tonight. There we go. So I like the detail in this intake manifold. So there's my casting for my Cobra. I did that one before I did the transaxle cover. And on the opposite side there, right here, the middle two runner port things, right at the base, on the outer points, I had two little air pockets right there. So I have to fill that in. Not a big deal. Will be easy fix. Yeah, so Bob Smith Industries 5-minute epoxy works pretty good with this latex mold builder stuff. Casting Craft stuff works pretty good. Just takes a while to make your mold, but once you have the mold, I mean it's good. I can use that for several runs. The other thing is, I was working on the trunk gaps on the Cobra and got those a little bit better, and it was mostly trimming out the underside here. To make it fit down in there the right way on that ledge. I know none of it's pretty, but working with a really old model kit. Not sure how old this one is exactly, but it is one of the originals. Old. And it was in really bad condition. The other thing is the door gaps. I do have both door sills made, and made the little if I can get it to show up, a little point at the end of the door right here. Made that out of sprue goo and thinned the doors. I took so much material out of those doors, both of them, but I get it popped in here real quick. Of course, it pops all the way in. Now it's on my pants. You gotta love fiddly videos, right? Anyway, doors fit. I'm not getting this. Don't ask me how I've built models for 30-something years and dropping stuff all the time. Anyway, doors fit exceptionally well now that I've thinned them and thinned this whole area. It's thinned inside here all the way around, and removed the inner door frame area of the interior tub, and I'm not sure how I'm going to work that yet, but I also made, I have to turn the light on right here, filler pieces between the body and the interior tub right there, right at the back of the door. You can see it, little styrene pieces in there to fill those in a little better. Now off of the model car stuff and onto what my channel was originally about, the Landau Hunters, the little RCs. I was looking on one of the Facebook groups the other day and saw post from somebody. Noticed the what the post was about, and I was like, oh, yeah, I have those. There's a guy asking for help getting a couple of pieces for the aluminum axles for the Orlando Hunters, and I just happen to have those servo mounts because I'm not using them on my Green Monster Jeep. So, and I'm talking about that Jeep right there, because my servo will be mounted up in the body like it was before. Anyway, a guy named Kenneth posted asking help getting if anybody had any of those pieces that they weren't going to use, and I actually do have two. So I asked him if he still needed them on Messenger, and he said yes. And I decided I'm just going to give them to him, and he subscribed to my channel. So lucky number 625 subscriber, he's getting those pieces, a D4L receiver, and this was just random. This was nowhere near planned. I'm giving him a Tiny 4x4 sticker from Don Gargan at Tiny 4x4. I'm giving him he's looking for parts for his Jeep, and I have he asked me for anything that I'm not going to use, so the spare tire mount with the third brake light mount is in here. That's the black piece. And a set of 3D printed wheels, set of 5 3D printed 18mm wheels from Don Gargan at Tiny 4x4 also. And a huge 16 micro SMD LED strip light bar. I'm paying the shipping myself, and he lives in Galveston, Texas, so I'm a lot closer than Julian is, who commented, Alpine RC. I did see your comment, and I can understand. I got this. He's a lot closer to me, a couple of states away. I'm not going to use these. None of the things that are in that box are going to be used by me anyway, so I'm sending him to him. Don Gargan sent me a lot of wheels, and there's more than what's in this bag right here, and I'm not going to be using all of them, so I figured I'd throw a set to a subscriber and a viewer. So Kenneth is lucky number 600, random lucky number 625 subscriber. I guess you could say he didn't subscribe before, he subscribed after I talked to him, and yeah, I just randomly decided this to be nice, I guess. Free to him, and just something nice from me, I guess. But anyway, I've been kind of, I guess you say, under the weather, not really feeling the vibe with the Orlandos lately, or really working on model cars much of anything. Mostly working on the Shelby Cobra, trying to fix up this body and make it where I'm satisfied. A couple of little molds, I guess, just to not lose my touch. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of bummed out about a lot of things. After Christmas, our stove quit working, our refrigerator screwed up. It's one thing after another, so just kind of bummed out and not really feeling anything. Gonna do my own thing, and I did flatten both sides of the old resin fuel cell I made. It was actually made off of a die-cast fuel cell, a die-cast model car, and I'll have to remove the gas filler cap on one side because it's on both sides, but made it to where I can use it on a model kit. Anyway, got the two pieces flat to where they can bond together. Um, I don't know. I did a little work on the original Shelby chassis and fixed the broken sides, which they're round tube now instead of the flat bars and stuff. And yeah, whatever. This piece is actually This piece right here is actually styrene that I cut and put in there because it was broken gone. I wonder if that'll show up. That's just a piece of styrene that I filled in there to kind of look like the other side. Off camera here. So, anyway, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Just bored and trying to get some stuff done. A little bit here and there. Slow as a turtle. Christmas molasses, I guess. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. I guess I could waste a few more minutes. Drove my little Duroc and my Game ERC and my R32 a little bit, not much. Like I said, I've not really been feeling any of it, so it is what it is. About the GT40 also, I am just mind blown. This is a over 50-year-old model kit, and I've been tinkering with it here and there, and I just have to show this again. I know I've shown it a couple of times, but this kit, I've got a little bit of tape right here, so ignore the painter's tape, but this kit fits together so nice. There's a little bit of twist right here, but barely any. This kit is not warped at all anywhere that I have found, and that's kind of rare from what I'm hearing. And my door gaps are decent on it. They're not perfect. The hood fitment, or front clamshell as they call it, is the front clamshell and rear clamshell because it tilts up. Anyway, just the fitment of everything on this kit, I cannot believe. It's like almost every one that I've seen has been warped somewhere, and warped bad. But so far, I think this thing's going to go together great when I put it together. Maybe it's just a fluke, but even the door gaps seem to be really, really good. I have started sanding on the mold seams of the body pieces. I've got most of them dealt with. There's a couple of pits from the injection parts, I guess, right here. The lower piece right here, there's a pit right there that I've got to fill with Bondo or something. Probably sprue goo. Seems to be the best option in my opinion. A little smooth sprue goo in there just fills it in, makes it plastic again. But yeah, very, very pleased with how well this kit fits together, especially considering the age. No idea who the guy was I bought it from. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Thanks for watching.